Good day, guys. This is Tim Green, franchise owner of Referral Institute Michigan, and also a guy who's launched over 40 chapters for BNI in his time, and a really inspirational guy, a public speaker of well-renowned in this part of the world. And I'd like him, Tim, if you wouldn't mind, explaining to our Reliance chapter back in the UK what we could be doing to help grow our business.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, Hugh, and thank you for that kindness. But yeah, what I found out with chapters, and I've been very successful. When I left BNI, I had a chapter every size of over 45 members per chapter. And what they do is basically it's holding people accountable. And you just can't let people into your chapter just because they can spell BNI by the third try. And you need to interview them and make sure that they are a viable member and hold them to standards. For example, to just give you a real simple technique, is if your chapter would set a policy is that every member has to bring one bona fide visitor, someone that could join the chapter in every 6 months. It would be impossible for your chapter to grow, because we have a saying, people don't do what's expected of them, they do what's inspected of them. So you got to run it like a business, Hugh. You can't run it like a social club. And I like to also state that there are members of your chapter that have quit. They just haven't left yet. Well, why do you still have them in the chapter? Hold high standards, have them taking and actually inviting visitors, and think about it, like the chapter, how many members are in that chapter, Hugh?
We've got 20 now.
Okay, so let's do this mathematically. Let me try how this works. If all of you make the commitment that you'll bring one visitor in the next 6 months, that's 20 visitors. Let's just say 50% join. Now you're a chapter of 30. The next 6 months, how many visitors will you have? 30. Let's just say it's 50% again. That's 15. You're now a chapter of 45. We did it in less than a year. I've done it everywhere I've gone. Took one chapter with 7 members, put the policy in place, started holding the standards, running it the way that BNI taught them to do it. Now, 5 years later, they have average 50 to 60 members. They've never gone below 50 members yet. Mine, they had 7, and they've held to the standards. They interview people that come in, make sure that they meet the standards, and they hold their members accountable to the system, and they also have to bring visitors and give referrals. It's not that tough. If they do it, I guarantee you in a year from now, they'll have 45 members in their chapter.
Well, thank you very much, Tim. And this is coming from one of the major BNI growers in the world, guys.
In the world.
Yeah,
that's right,
in the world. So, thanks very much, Tim. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Hill.